Hello, and thank you for joining this video today. My name is Andy King, and I own a company called Taverit Marketing. And today I'm going to go over a Google Ads pay-per-click case study. Just let me tell you a little bit about Taverit Marketing. I'll make this really brief. We are a full-service strategic marketing and advertising agency. In fact, one of the things that we stress more than anything else is profitable marketing takes place when you use the right strategy at the right time and in the right way. All three of those things have to exist. It's like a three-legged stool. In fact, we feel that we actually pinpoint the exact strategies that help businesses be successful. It's actually in the name. Taverit in Latin means pinpoint, and that's exactly our goal in helping businesses. With that being said, let's just jump into the case study. This has actually been done with ArcPoint Labs at a location here in Houston. Kathleen Buckland, most of you might know her, but she has two locations, one up in the Woodlands and then also one in Cypress. And what we have right here is just an overview of the last 7 days of what's been happening with this pay-per-click campaign. So there's some of the numbers right up here, and I'm not going to get into them a whole lot, but you can actually see the actual ad. That's what's been running. And generally, when you run a pay-per-click campaign and you start looking at all the numbers, this is usually what's kind of presented to you. You've got the click-through rates, impressions, conversion rate, and cost per click. And a lot of this stuff can be pretty important and give you a good indication of how to get the ad better as far as making getting more conversions and what have you. But what really needs to happen is you need to have a worksheet that's a cost of acquisition / profitability worksheet. This is critical because if you're advertising, you want to make sure that the money that you're spending is less than the money that's actually coming to you. And the money that's coming to you actually has to exceed your expenses to the business that you're bringing in. So this worksheet accomplishes this. So I'll just go through it real quick. I'll break it down for you. But on the left-hand column right here, you see the date of the tests that were given, the locations that they were at, and then the actual tests and the revenue that was generated. And at the end of the day, over from April to June, you had about $6,300 worth of actual revenue that was generated with a cost of goods sold of $3,450. The franchise fee is included into that because that is a cost, and you're looking at a gross margin of about $2,328.50. Now, to the cost of the actual pay-per-click campaign, you're basically looking at just under $1,000 that was spent each month for a total amount of just under $3,000, but it's $2,835.50 with a gross profit of a negative $507. So just within a short 3-month period of time, 4 months, you're barely losing money, except what we found when the conversations that I was having with Kathleen is that we were seeing a lot of sales resistance, meaning that if you look at this, you only see one actual sale in April. And we made an adjustment mid-May, just before these three right here were sold, May 18th, and May 31st, that we went ahead and we adjusted the contact form. So the prospect wasn't choosing which test to do in DNA testing because they're not going to know that. That's a ton of sales resistance. You just want to get them to either call you or fill out a contact form. And we converted that over. And now you see that there actually was 3 that took place in May and then 4 in the month of June. So if we go ahead and we eliminate April, and the reason we eliminate it is because it wasn't only until May that we made that adjustment. And that, so to speak, that's when the business started coming in. And if you take that out, you're looking at an adjusted gross profit of $442.21. In addition to that, she already has on the books 2 additional DNA testing appointments set. So I didn't include those in here, but they may go through. They may not go through, but I can tell you, if you're in the midst of a pay-per-click campaign and you're actually showing profitability, absolutely huge, because a lot of the profitability will actually take place when we actually end the campaign, and you'll have a few more tests that take place to make it more profitable. So with that being said, this is the sheet that you want to look at as a business owner. We can go in there and we can bore you with ad nauseum with all of these great stats, and and I don't want to diminish them too much, but really at the end of the day, as a business owner, this is what you want to look at. Am I being profitable? So with that being said, I'm going to share with you 4 key things that got to take place with a successful Google Ads pay-per-click campaign. You need to choose the keywords and the negative keywords wisely. You can pay a lot of money for keywords that aren't going to necessarily bring in you a bunch of business. Negative keywords also as well. It's really important that you choose the right ones, and usually they're the ones that are expensive. And you always want to add the word free, because as far as I know, with ArcPoint Labs, you don't do any free testing, and that's really important. Understand this about Google. Google's interest isn't necessarily to get you to make more money with ads. Their interest is to get you to spend your monthly budget as fast as possible. They will go in there and they will add keywords. So that needs to be managed. The second aspect to a successful Google Ads and pay-per-click campaign is the tracking. You have to track when they click. Is it a phone call? Is it a link to a website? And you want to track that traffic. You want to see what's happening. And that way you can know exactly how the business came in. It may even be more successful if you get a phone call and then you're able to be on the phone and you're really good at selling it. That might be the way that you want to close it. Maybe the contact form, maybe you're too busy, maybe you have people in your office. This needs to be tailored to what you're doing. Number 3, eliminate sales resistance. You do not want it to ever be a scavenger hunt on a landing page, on a website, to try to figure out how to do business with you. Phone numbers, they need to be out there. You need to be on a landing page. You need to be able to see them and see them easily, and for the consumer to be able to pick up the phone and call, okay? And number 4, which is what we just covered with that worksheet, you have to have a cost of acquisition profitability. Now, there's a lot of other things to this, but these are the major components that need to take place in order to have a successful Google Ads pay-per-click campaign. Once again, profitable marketing takes place when you use the right strategy at the right time in the right way. If you like what I've covered here and you would like to meet with us, I will do a 30-minute pay-per-click advertising audit with you. If you just scan this QR code right here, you can actually book something with my Calendly, and we'll meet with you and we'll show you what we can do. We can take a look at some of the past campaigns that you've done and kind of help you through it. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and have a great day. Thank you.